Hey everybody, welcome to Psych-25 Human Sexuality. I'm your instructor, Dr. Cornelius Sullivan, for this semester. So I'll be taking you through our online course. And hopefully, maybe you've already had an online course before, but if not, no worries. I think you'll get through it just fine here. So when you come to our Canvas course page, what you're going to see, as you're seeing in the video here, is you're going to land in the modules area on Canvas, and I've got it set up to do that automatically for you so you don't have to navigate there. And I kind of believe in one-stop shopping, so all the course content you need, all the access you need for everything in the course is all going to be here in this modules area there. And so you won't have to kind of like jump all over the course page to find what you need there. And so all the content's going to be there. And also just a reminder to, because we are teaching this course online, it's really important that you're able to receive any course related announcements from Canvas. And so if you don't have it already set that way already, but I believe it is set by default, but in case yours has been changed, make sure that you're able to receive announcements from your Canvas courses, because if not, you won't know what's going on, because I do send out announcements pretty regularly, as will your other online instructors too, or even a face-to-face class. We always do it that way, so just make sure everything's set up so you can stay on top of things. It's really how we communicate with our students, especially in an online course. It's how we push out information, so it's really important that you are able to stay up to date and know what's going on. But when you get to the modules area, when you sign into our Canvas course page, you're going to see the very first module is labeled, no surprise here, start here, because this is where you need to begin, obviously. And so there's some description about what's in this start here module at the top here. And do note what I have here, that you have to click each item in the module in the order that you find them in order to proceed forward. So you'll see there's a number of items here in the module, but you'll notice only the first one here is kind of in black and the rest are in gray. Well, you have to click each item open in order to get to these items that are grayed out down here. If you try to click on them, it's not even going to let you do that because they're not open yet. So if you go ahead and click this first item here, the welcome video, which you're watching right now, and we go back to the home page here, you'll see now there's a green check right here where I'm circling next to the welcome video. That means that you've already seen that one. And now you'll see that the syllabus item is open now. If you click that, that'll take you to the syllabus. And by the way, there's a file. If you click on the link, you can preview it by clicking on this magnifying glass icon right here. Either way you want to check it out there, definitely do read it cover to cover. There's all kinds of good information about the course, how you're going to earn your points, important due dates and everything on the calendar towards the end, policies about grading, and some descriptions of all the assignments like your discussions, your quizzes, and your unit exams. All that's there, so definitely take a look at it there. But again, if we go back to the home page for the course here, you'll see now the syllabus is black with a green check next to it. And textbook information is lit up now where you can access it there. So you'll see these green check marks all in a row there showing you where you've been, and where you don't see a check, that means you haven't opened it yet. It's sort of like a Hansel and Gretel trail, so to speak. So you can always quickly determine where you've been and where you need to go next there. So, but you do have to click on each item in order. And if you feel that, you got to an item and it's not open and it should be, but you can't get to it, that's probably because, and the only reason for that would be that you didn't open up everything above it. So always keep that in mind there. So you have to open everything in the order you find them to access everything that's below it, or else it's just not going to give you access. Okay. Now, let's see here. So through the magic of editing, I've gone ahead and opened up some of these other items here, because I want to take you to this next one in the Start Here module, Overview and Course Roadmap. Let's click on that and open it up here. And here you're going to find a description of how things are going to be laid out in the course as far as the course content, what you're actually going to learn about in this human sexuality course here. And you're going to find that everything, as I've already said, is in the modules, but the course content is organized into what are called units. There are 5 units, as I described in this overview here at the top, corresponding to certain chapters of our textbook there. And within each unit, you will find a structure that is always consistent. You're going to see there's an introductory video for the unit, and then on a per chapter basis you will find a discussion, some lecture videos. Those are going to link to an external site. You will see anywhere from 8 to 12 videos per chapter. Most of them are about 10 to 15 minutes long there, and so you shouldn't have any problem accessing those and watching those, and they are broken into segments there. They're all sequenced there as well. There's a nice description of all that there. There's lecture outlines. You can follow along with the lecture videos. There's a description of that there. Homework assignments, chapter quizzes, study guides, unit exams. All that's detailed for you here in this overview, so please make sure you read it so you know what's going on. That's why I put it there, and I'm not going to take time in the video here to describe those because it's all laid out there for you. There's also a few other modules that are described as well, how the gradebook's going to work, and using Comp or Zoom so you can get to a Zoom session there too. So do spend some time to take a look at that. Again, it's under Overview and Course Roadmap. It's a real helpful thing to get you oriented to the course pretty quickly. And going back to our Start Here module, one more thing you're going to need to do there is you're going to need to take a survey. It's not for any points. It's not for any course credit. It's just 5 questions there, I believe, and it'll take you probably less than 5 minutes to answer those questions there. And I really need you to take the survey because this is how I know that you're serious about staying in the course and actually participating in the course there. If you don't take the survey by the date required, I'm going to think you're not actually going to participate in the course, even though you might be registered for it, and I'll probably drop you from the course. So it's really important that you do take the survey, and you won't be allowed to move forward in the course and the modules there unless you take that survey. It does say submit there, so you do have to actually take it, so make sure that you do that by the date that's posted for it there. When you're done with that, you'll get to the next module that says what you need to do next, because there are some important things that are next steps there. Just go ahead and read through that. There's a section there about using Comp or Zoom in case you haven't installed it already on your computer. And there's also a couple of sections there about using the Canvas app, which you probably don't want to do for certain assignments in the course, as I've heard that can be buggy and cause some problems, and also where to go next. And when you're done with those sections, then you'll be able to get to the actual course units. You can see one of them down there for you already. Okay. Now, one thing you might want to keep in mind is that this is an online course, and if you've already taken one, you know about this, but if you haven't, you need to know that it's really on you. It's your responsibility to stay on top of due dates and when assignments are upcoming and when you got to turn those things in by, and it's not like a face-to-face class where the instructor reminds you every class this is coming up and make sure you're ready for this. So this is why it's important you have those announcements that you're able to receive from Canvas, but also as you work through the assignments in the chapters there, you'll see that there are due dates embedded right next to the assignments, so you can't miss when they're actually going to be due there, so keep that in mind. And also, in case you didn't know about it, there's a couple of other easy ways you can go ahead and try to keep track of when assignments are due. If you go to the Canvas course menu here, and you click where it says syllabus, and you just scroll down a little bit there, you'll see all the assignments. They're labeled there for you, what they're called, the due dates for them, and the due times. And that's true for every assignment in the course. They're already all in there. Everything's planned well ahead of time there, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding them when they're due there. So you can always check under syllabus to see all of them in one place, like one-stop shopping there, if you will. You can also go to the Canvas main menu and click on what's called calendar. Let's go ahead and do that. Over here on the right, you will see a list of your courses that you're enrolled in. Just make sure you select or check the course that you want to see the calendar for. Let's go ahead and jump ahead a little bit here to the start of the semester so you can see right away it populates here towards the end of this particular month the discussion and quiz that's due for the first chapter in the course there, so you can always see that there. If you want to populate all of your courses in the calendar to see when everything's going to be due, you just click the other courses you have listed there. It'll populate the calendar for you. So in a real nice one-stop shopping place, in a calendar sort of view, you can see everything that's due dates, and you won't have any trouble just navigating that. So it's great, pretty nifty. We've got that, right? And there's actually one more way you can keep on top of all of your assignments that are due in any of your courses. When you land on the home page for your Canvas course, over here to the side someplace, you'll see what's called a to-do list. And that'll show you all the upcoming assignments and their due dates as well. So there's many places you can keep track of when your assignments are due, in the units themselves, in the to-do list, using the syllabus, using the calendar. So there's really no excuse for saying, I didn't know that was due. So make sure you take advantage of all those abilities there. We've got it plastered all over the place, literally on Canvas for you to find this stuff. So do pay attention to those things and you shouldn't have any trouble. Also, over the weekends, I will normally post what I call a check-in video, just very briefly going over what happened in the course that week, what's coming up in the next week, things you need to be aware of, due dates, etc. there, just so you can easily stay on top. Those are going to be like simple YouTube videos. They'll be about 5 or 10 minutes long over the weekend, just so you can check them out, so you can always kind of keep tabs on what's happening there. And also once a week there will be a live session for the class. You do not need to attend. It's not going to be a lecture. What I'm going to do is basically use it like open office hours there. I'm going to go over a few things about the course, assignments that week, etc. And if anybody has any questions about anything, I will answer those. And those videos will be recorded and posted and available for you, just in case you can't make it there. So part of the nice thing about an online course is you don't have to be a certain place at a certain time. But if you are able to make those live sessions, please do. It's always good for me to see some live interaction with my students and see some faces with the names there. So try to make those if you can. But if not, you can always watch them recorded later. And you will need ConferZoom or Zoom to do that. So that's why you have to go through that how to use ConferZoom section that I put there on the in this Start Here section, so make sure you do that there. If you are having any technical problems with the Canvas course here, one of the biggest problems you may come across there, if any problems at all, I should say, is that you can't get access to a certain item in a unit here. And I've already told you that look for these green check marks and you have to click everything open in the order you find them. The key reason that you won't be able to get to an item down here when you're up here is that, well, you haven't opened up everything above it. And that's pretty much the only reason that you will be denied access to any item in a module is you haven't opened up everything above it. So please, please, please make sure you do that. I don't want to get emails saying I can't get to something when all you have to do is just open up everything above it, like I told you. And you will see above every item there that you must click each item in the module in the order you find it to proceed forward. So I've given you plenty of heads up about that. So are you sensing a theme? I just don't want you to have a problem with that. However, if you are having another problem there getting access to things and you're pretty sure it's not due to having not clicked everything, well, that's when you reach out and contact Canvas tech support. I am not a tech person. I am not going to be able to tell you why your particular tablet or smartphone or other device is not able to work with something that could be a browser issue. So all I'm going to be able to tell you is, hey, try a different browser, clean out your browser's cache and history. If that doesn't work, I'm pretty much lost, and that's why Canvas Tech Support is there. Click on the help icon in the Canvas main menu. That'll take you to a page with 24/7 phone numbers. You can call and speak to a live person, and they can actually go into your account and look at what you're seeing exactly and tell you what the problem might be. I am not going to be able to tell you that. I'm not going to be able to help you with that, so please don't contact me about those things. Again, if it's not, all I'm going to tell you is, hey, try a different browser, clean out your browser's history and cache, and if that doesn't work, I'm just going to tell you to go to the Canvas help section there because I'm not going to be able to fix it. And I'm pretty savvy with some things, but there could be a glitch unique to your device or something, and I'm not going to be able to tell you how to fix that. And so to save time, 24/7, check it out. They're very helpful. I use them all the time for my issues, and they're definitely pretty handy. Well, that's pretty much it for now as far as the welcome video here. Again, once you go through Start Here and what you need to do next, you're ready to dive in and start tackling the actual course content there. And so you'll see how that works as you work your way through the actual course units there. Keep an eye out for those announcements that I post from Canvas and those weekend videos, and you should be pretty much ready to go in a smooth sort of way. So I will see you around in our course there. Take care till then.